welcome back! Today we are going to be doing an FAQ/Q&A video. I'm going to go over some of your most frequently asked questions as well as answer some of your questions that you guys submitted to me on Facebook, on Twitter, and on my Instagram. The number one question that I am always asked is, Dejavudea, what kind of camera do you use and where did you buy it?
My camera is a Sony HD Handycam, and here are all the specific specs. I use a lanyard on it so I can wrap it around my wrist, and I highly recommend it.
This has to be the second question that I am most often asked, and that is, where do I buy my cosplay? Most of my cosplays just come from eBay stores, and I always just make sure that they have really good feedback and really good ratings. But there are a handful of cosplays that I've commissioned from people in the community, and I do credit them every time I post something in that cosplay the majority of the time. If you have a question about a particular costume, comment below and I will send you direct links as much as I can. If it was a cosplay from a long time ago, I might not be able to do so, but I will help you the best I can, show you exactly where I got each of my cosplays. Another question I am frequently asked is, Dejavudea, what editing software do you use? The editing software I use is the iMovie that came with my MacBook Pro, and it is very old and it's on its last leg, so yes, iMovie, regardless, iMovie is what I use to edit all my videos. Another question people often ask me is, how can they become a better vlogger? I could probably make a whole video about this, so this is one of those questions. In this video, I'm going to be answering questions very briefly. If there's a particular question that you would like me to talk more about in depth, please comment below and let me know what those questions are. But in short, how to become a better vlogger, I would say to simply film what you like, do what you love, upload only what you want, and practice speaking to your camera even when you're not at a convention, preferably when you're not out and about so you can just get comfortable speaking to a camera. Another really asked question I get is, hey Deanna, can I join Dansu Topansu? I am very sorry, thank you for your interest, but we are not currently open for auditions. Auditions will open when they open. Currently, we have no set date to open auditions for Generation 6, but if you are interested in following our social media to find out when that happens, I will link all of that below. Along the line of dances, another question I am also frequently asked is, how do I memorize dances? And my number one answer is always that people learn differently. People do things differently. People's brains work differently. This is another question I could also make a whole video about, so if you're interested in a full-length video, comment below, let me know. If I'm really trying to learn a dance, I will practice it at least once a day, watch through it about 3 times at least a day, and every day I will also quiz myself by trying to dance it without looking at the video. Here's one that I would have made a whole video about if I had a really great answer for you. A lot of people have been asking me, what conventions am I going to in 2016? There is a possibility I'm going to be going through some really drastic life changes this coming year or next year, so I'm just trying not to make any major commitments, so everything, even my normal conventions, are tentative. That being said, you guys know I will be at Otakon unless I am dying or dead. Another rather odd question I'm often asked is this my real hair? And yes, believe it or not, all of this, I don't wear extensions, this is all my real hair. Now on that topic, I'm often asked what my natural hair color is. So just for you folks here today, one time only, even though you could definitely watch this again if you wanted. Some of you may know this from watching past vlogs, but I am actually a brunette! Ah, look at those roots, they're so bad. Okay, so I think I covered a lot of my frequently asked questions. Oh, actually another question I've been getting a lot recently is, where did I get my phone case? I got this phone case from Redbubble, and I'm going to link below the store I got it from. So I got a ton of questions from you guys on my Twitter, my Facebook, my Instagram, and I'm going to go ahead and try to answer most of them as quickly as I can right now. So I seem to get the most questions on my Instagram, and if you want to follow me on Instagram, that's my handle, big surprise. Sorry, it's Nick on Instagram asks, what is the most recent anime you have completed? All right, I'm just gonna say it, I'm just gonna tell you guys, I finished Haikyuu Season 1 yesterday. There, I said it. Rayquaza is not on fire asks, are there any anime characters you're thinking of cosplaying this year? So along with my tentative convention plans, I have a lot of tentative cosplay plans that aren't really planned yet. Lola's Failures asks, what are your dream cosplays? At this point, I think I've done all my dream cosplays and I did them all last year, so I think my number one dream cosplay now would be Eternal Sailor Moon. Unusual Pink on Instagram asks, what cosplay do you enjoy wearing the most? Also, have a good day. Thank you. I think the cosplay I enjoy wearing the most would probably have to be anything Honoka, because her wig doesn't hurt and it's short and out of the way, and all her cosplays are really cute. I would say Takamina because I feel the most confident in Takamina, but the wig gives me the worst headache. A question from ManRay89 on Instagram is, with a full-time job, how do you manage to balance out your work life and your con life? Do your coworkers know about your convention vlogs and your cosplay? So this is actually something I'm asked a lot. It should probably have been in the FAQ. Everyone's situation is different. I am fortunate enough that my job gives me paid time off days that I can use to go to conventions. What I tell my coworkers is that I'm going to a convention where my dance group is having a panel, which is not a lie. In the atmosphere I work in, and just as me personally for a preference, I really like to keep my work and my hobbies separate. Exo Linda Bear on Instagram asks, hi Deanna, have you ever considered vlogging your normal life outside of cons? I know I would enjoy them. Love you. Oh, I love you too. Thank you. I actually have done this a handful of times, and the videos can be found throughout my channel, but other than that, I like to have a theme with my channel, and that has definitely been anime convention vlogging. Our Geek Life on Instagram asked, what is your favorite American cartoon? I actually don't watch TV at all, except for Steven Universe, so I would definitely have to say Steven Universe from Cartoon Network. Pudding Cup Trash asks, what caused you to start vlogging or to start cosplaying? Cosplaying for me was something that I just wanted to dress up like a character, so I ordered an outfit on eBay, and I didn't even realize there was a word for it, I think, at that time. I think I was probably 14 years old. And believe it or not, vlogging was also something I just did offhand. We only went to one convention a year, so I really had con depression all year round, and I would film when we went to the cons so that my friends and I could watch the footage all year round and help our con depression. This should probably also have been in the FAQ. Prince Kohai asks, any advice for groups or friends wanting to start up a dance group? I get this question a lot. A lot. Personally, I do not mind offering experiences, what happened when something happened, what happened when this happened with my dance group, but I don't really feel comfortable offering advice on how to start a dance group, of how to have auditions, on how to do anything involving that kind of thing. I fully believe that everyone should go through their own trials, their own errors, because that's how you learn, and that is how you become an individual group with your own individual ideals, goals, and wants and needs. So I kind of dodged that question, but to kind of answer it, a group of any kind should be formulated from the people who started. It shouldn't be taken from ideas of other people. So with your ideas and with your hopes and with your desires in mind, start a group, start from scratch, and I promise it'll be the most rewarding experience that you've ever had. Rose Universe on Instagram asked, what's your dream convention if you went? What cosplays would you bring? I actually don't have a specific dream convention. I just want to go to a convention really far away. That being said, I want to go to Canada, I want to go to London, I want to go to the West Coast. I just want to go and see what the atmosphere is like at other conventions from across the globe. As for cosplays, I'd definitely bring something that's easy to put together since I'd be traveling very far away. Chrome Comet on Instagram asks, how big is your beach ball and where's the beach that you will take it to? Well, Chrome Comet, my beach ball is this big and the beach is that way! Holly on Facebook asks, most important question, if you could only cosplay magical girls or idols for the rest of your life, which would you choose? I don't know, man. I can't answer that. Millie asks, other than Takamina, are there any other successor girls that you'd cosplay from AKB0048? Honestly, since I look at my friends as those characters, it'd be really odd for me to cosplay anyone else but Takamina. That's not saying I refuse to or I never would, but it would just be something that I would definitely not voluntarily do. Meg on Twitter asks, what's your favorite cosplay you did in 2015? That is super hard because I really loved all my cosplays that I did in 2015. It's probably a toss-up between Yona from Yona of the Dawn that I did at Colossal Con, or Honoka, the Yume no Tobira version that I did at Otakon. Also on Twitter, White Shirt Zoe asks, number 1, can you explain your con family tree? No, sorry, can't even do that. And number 2, she asks, what is your favorite DtP related memory? One of my all-time favorite DTP memories was at Katsu 2014, I believe, was we had just finished the dance gathering and we thanked everyone for being there, and we were kind of all packing up, and as we were packing up, all the people that were in attendance to the dance gathering started to chant DTP. And it was the most surreal moment. It felt like I was in slow motion, and I just turned around and I just started crying. It was a mixture of tired and endorphins, and it was one of the most magical moments that I've ever had in my life, let alone with DTP or my convention going. The Cosplay Vlogger on Twitter asks, who are your top 3 Love Live girls?
Funny you should ask that, because I just might happen to have my 3 best girls right up there. As you can see my shrine, I have a shrine to my 3 best girls, who are Umi, Honoka, and Hanayo.
Junes on Twitter asks, will you be doing more videos on Love Live School Idol Festival? And what advice would you give to someone who feels they're becoming too old for cosplay? To answer your first question, yes, I plan to do another major pool video whenever the next Honoka UR comes out, so look forward to that. As for advice on people who think they're getting too old to cosplay, again, another question of which I could make a whole video about. If you're interested in that, comment below, let me know. You should definitely take cosplay as a hobby, and older people also have hobbies. If you enjoy what you're doing, if you're not hurting anyone, then you should cosplay what you want to cosplay no matter what your age, or race, or height, or weight, or blah 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 blah. I made a video about this, did you see that one? Alright guys, I think that is all the time we have for today. Thank you so much for watching. As usual, please, if I answered your question or helped you out in any way, give this video a thumbs up. Also comment below if you have any specific questions and I will get back to you the best I can. So until next time, bundles, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for all your questions and your constant support, and I will see some of you soon at KatsuCon, and if not, I will see you all next Monday. I love you very much. Bye!